Hey guys, what's going on? This is Sergeant Merrill, and today we're going to be talking about that wacky little Wally lookalike, the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Robot, also known as the EOD bot. Now, the EOD bot in Battlefield 3 is actually representative of a real-life robot called the PackBot 510. It's a current base model that is used for several different purposes, from assisting our troops with IED disposal missions to situational awareness for our SWAT teams. There's even a kit being utilized by the United States Army that has a sniper detection kit that can actually localize gunshots with azimuth, elevation, and range. It's pretty cool stuff. In the game, though, our Johnny 5 has the ability to do many things if you can manage to control it. But we'll get into the disadvantages here in a minute. First, let's talk about what this sneaky little bot can do. The EOD bot's biggest advantage is that people underestimate it. They tend to skip it over and aim their sights at something with two legs and a weapon, and that is the beauty of the EOD bot. You can often beeline to the center of a firefight and directly to the objective and plant the bomb. It's all about staying as inconspicuous as possible, because don't get me wrong, this thing can take little more than a couple shots. Now, it's also important to realize that this thing can do more than just plant, it can also defuse. It can be utilized in hilarious fashion when you're defending by sitting it right by the objective and soaking up those defuse points while your enemy wonders what the hell just happened. Now, another hilarious and actually effective way to use this bot is to put David against Goliath and go after tanks. You're not going to take tanks out quickly, but what you're going to do is make it extremely uncomfortable for them to sit in one spot, and you can use your torch to take the people out when they climb out to investigate. Now, let me tell you, using this thing is not all sunshine and rainbows. It's a pain in the ass to control, and it does tend to glitch when the terrain gets choppy. What I've noticed is that it really doesn't do well with elevated doorways and stairs, and sometimes you'll find yourself getting stuck, and at that point your bot is little more than target practice. Another disadvantage is that you do not have the ability to spot people. So on your little trip to the objectives, you will come across a lot of enemies, but you won't have the ability to let your team know about it unless you're directly speaking to them. Another disadvantage is that your character is left vulnerable while you control the bot, so it's important to hide yourself extremely well before sending out the bot. You could be right in the middle of one beautiful moment, and it gets cut short by somebody who found you. Make no mistake though, as silly as this bot may look and as frustrating as it can be to control, you cannot deny its effectiveness. The EOD bot can plant, it can defuse, it can damage vehicles, it can repair vehicles, and it can also be used for one embarrassing kill. In the right hands, the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Robot can easily turn the tides on any battlefield. This is Sergeant Merrill, out here.